Right side. There.
Important of mathematics and leader of PV M.Ed College, Tirunelveli. Respected Sri Bharathan, Education Officer, District Science Center, Tirunelveli, and my dear friend for the last 15 years. Respected dignitaries, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, and especially the members of the trust. I am extremely happy to see that a seminar on awareness of mathematics has been arranged in the Science Center, where usually importance will be given to science. This is an achievement of Mr. Bharathan. Mathematics is the queen of all sciences. If the task of science is to probe nature and find out the truth, mathematics is the tool by which this probe is undertaken. In fact, mathematics is the basis of all branches of science. The greatest scientists of the world were the greatest mathematicians also. For example, Archimedes, the great mathematician and scientist. Similarly, Newton, Carl Friedrich Gauss, they were all great mathematicians as well as scientists. They created their own mathematics for their science. When Russia sent its first satellite, Sputnik, in space, the Americans were shocked. We have lagged behind. What's the matter? What happened to us? Russians have overtaken us. Why? Their textbooks in schools were written by the great mathematician Euler. Now, what we have to do is, we have to revamp mathematics education in elementary schools, not in high schools or colleges, but in elementary schools. So, John Kennedy released huge funds for the teaching of mathematics in elementary schools. Now, Americans advanced. They sent the first man to moon. It was mathematics which sent man to the moon. Such is the glory of mathematics. Mr. Bharathan has rightly understood this. Kudos to him. Geometry was born and flourished in Egypt, where great pyramids were built. The Greeks went there, studied geometry from them, and gave a logical foundation to geometry. Euclid wrote his famous book, The Elements, in 13 volumes in 300 BC. For more than 2000 years, this book was like the Bible. It was studied by not only mathematicians, but kings, statesmen, lawyers, judges, and all educated people. They studied geometry in order to improve their logical reasoning. They said that Abraham Lincoln studied all the 13 books twice in his lifetime to improve his power of reasoning. In the 18th century, non-Euclidean geometries came into existence. Lobachevsky and Wheelman invented two different systems. One was suitable to probe micro level, say atom, while the other was suitable to probe macro level, say space. In Euclidean geometry, the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees we have studied. But in non-Euclidean geometries, in one it is less than 180 degrees, in another it is greater than 180 degrees. Einstein based his invention of both dimension and theory of relativity on Riemannian geometry only. Many other geometries came one after the other. The most important one is analytical geometry by Descartes. So much about geometry in general. Now, how I got interest in these things? Of course, right from my school days, I had a passion for mathematics. This passion grew when I became a mathematics teacher. In the year 1972, when new maths or set theory was introduced in school, I was trained and appointed as a teacher educator. So I read many books first. Then I wrote some books for teachers. I studied all the syllabi and textbooks. I found many flaws in textbooks. Even now, there are so many mistakes in many of the textbooks. So I wrote some articles in the Hindu. I became a member of the AMTI, Association of Mathematics Teachers of India. There I had some acquaintance with some of the greatest mathematicians of India. In the meantime, I conducted many workshops and exhibitions in new mathematics. I found that in addition to two-dimensional charts, these three-dimensional models were very attractive, created interest. So I began to make models. By making these models, I learned and discovered many geometrical facts. So I began to specialize in one item, namely polyhedra. What you see in the exhibition hall there, the part of the polyhedra models I have made. What is polyhedra? Poly means many, hedra in Greek means face. So polyhedra means many face geometrical model. One of the secrets about these shapes is that all these shapes have been derived from only 5 basic models. They are called Platonic solids because it was Plato who has mentioned about these 5 in the 13th book of his elements. From these 5 are regular solids because all the faces will be regular point. Then from these we can derive 13 other solids which are semi-regular. They are called Archimedean solids. What is the earthly use of all these? Many uses. First of all, it gives pleasure. It appeals to our eyes. It appeals to our aesthetic sense. Any common man who goes around the exhibition hall will enjoy and appreciate it as a piece of art. But when a chemistry student enters, he will see something more. I have written an article in the Hindu about this, a neglected field in school mathematics. This is about polyhedra. Let me read a part of it. They have highlighted one of the sentences here. A study of polyhedra is not so abstract. It is concrete by nature. Working with polyhedra can be done even by small children. Ramanujan was filled with ecstasy when he was able to find the hidden beauty of numbers. But even a high school student can feel this ecstatic joy when he faced with polyhedra. Polyhedra is a branch of solid geometry which has its applications in many branches of science such as atomic chemistry, crystallography, mineralogy, geology, computer hardware, satellite building, art and architecture. Atoms and molecules do take some specialized shapes which are polyhedra in nature. This is due to the bonds they make, namely ionic, homopolar, metallic and residual. For example, methane CH4 is tetrahedral 4-phase. Phosphorus hexafluoride is octahedral 8-phase. Pyrite is icosahedral 20-phase. Sodium chloride is cubical 6-phase and so on. A molecule of black diamond is in the shape of a polyhedron called truncated icosahedron 20 phases. It is exactly the shape of a common football. So a study of polyhedra is of vital importance for the study of atomic chemistry. Because of the shapes of atoms and molecules, crystals also take definite shapes which are polyhedral. There are 32 classes of symmetry of forms of growth and accordingly 32 crystal classes. These classes combine giving larger divisions of 7 systems: triclinic, monoclinic, orthorhombic, trigonal, tetragonal, hexagonal and cubic. Under triclinic system, calcium thiosulfate and potassium dichromate belong to the periodic symmetry form. About 650 crystals and artificial crystals belong to the pinacoidal symmetry form. Under monoclinic system, tartaric acid, lactose, sucrose and icocaine belong to the sphenoidal form of symmetry. The prismatic class embraces more than 3000 crystals. In crystalline substances, their character and number are limited to definite axes of symmetry of the regular, inversion and screw types. The regular combination is exactly 230. There are also dual, isomorphic, enantiomorphous and other forms. Thus, thousands of crystalline forms fall under a few polyhedral shapes. So, a scientific study of these shapes will reveal many secrets of nature. All minerals and rocks found in nature were once formed by the process of crystallization, hence they are of crystalline shape. So, a study of mineralogy or geology is based on the study of polyhedra. Modern computers or silicon chips use silicon chips for storing information. Chips are made from the finest crystals. Supercomputers need special crystal forms other than those found in nature so as to suit new circuit networks. So research is going on to create new forms of crystals mathematically, which is based on a thorough study of polyhedra. Satellites are made in the form of regular polyhedra because it has been mathematically proved that regular polyhedra are the most rigid structures. Aryabhatta, the first Indian satellite, is a good example. Its shape is an Archimedean polyhedra called small rhombi cuboctahedron. Leave alone all these applications, a study of polyhedra for its own sake is itself a thrilling experience. It is simply breathtaking. We will feel as if we are in a wonderland of fairies. Each polyhedron will be like a beautiful little fairy. If we hold them in one of our hand and tilt it this way and that way, then the secret of the intrinsic beauty will gradually unfold before us like the petals of a beautiful cactus flower. On seeing more and more of them, mysteries will be revealed. We will begin to love the panoramic views and kaleidoscopic scenery of this wonderland. I am trying to develop a mathematics museum in Tirunelveli High-Tech Metric School at Udayanagar NGOP College. The aims and objectives of the museum are as follows: to throw open the treasures of mathematics locked in the libraries to all lovers of mathematics in the street. 2. To concretize abstract ideas. 3. To make the common man enjoy mathematics by showing beautiful patterns in geometry and numbers. Next, to bring out the existence of different schools of mathematics such as the combinatorial and infinite, the Orient and the Occident. To provide facilities for research, to nurture talents, to make available all great works of mathematics, journals, magazines, etc. So the museum will contain not only polyhedra but many other aspects of mathematics also. But one thing I lack is finance. If I can construct a building, I can open the museum there and it will grow. Last but not the least, science and maths must go together, so we must work in unison. Nowadays, a lot of science is being taught in schools, but what is lacking is the scientific spirit, the scientific attitude, which our great architects of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, dreamt about, and later by pushing youngster Rajiv Gandhi. We must create awareness among not only students but also the common man. Awareness about scientific spirit, that is the most important thing. We will all work together to achieve that goal. I once again thank the Science Center in general, the trust, Mr. Bharathan in particular, for having given me this opportunity to share my views with you and also permitting me to put up my exhibits. I thank all the officials connected to Science Center. I thank one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. M.Mathias, for your special address. Now we are very happy that this address is reaching the right audience, because you are the people, as he told, he has called it as a wonderland of models. From here, you are going to see the beauty of geometry. He has linked the structures, how they are related to the crystalline structures and molecular structures. We may be all thinking that geometry is a dry subject, theorem and dry but you are going to see the beauty of geometry and its linking with the entire. Even he has explained how it is related to the supercomputer chips. We are very happy, the trust is happy that it is reaching the right audience. And we just want to honor our Mr. Mathias. We give on behalf of the Canara Bank and the Geometrical Educator Trust and Science Center a memento to him and a check for ₹1,000 as our humble donation to his museum, proposed museum. I request our President to present his memento to Mr. Mathias. Now I request Srimati Jnanajyoti Chandrasekharan, reader in the Department of Maths, Sri Valley Perumal College, Budrinagar, to come and address. Srimati Jnanajyoti, after her MSc and MPhil, she is serving in the Valley Perumal College, and she has been in the education department right from the year 1979. She is presently in the Valley Perumal College department as teacher. I requested to her.
Planet members of the trust, M.Mathias, friends and my dear children. I feel really honored and delighted to felicitate such a commendable person who has rendered a valuable service to mathematics world. And I thank Mr. Bharat for having given me this opportunity. Today we are living in a computer world. Nobody can relate. Really, the computer technology is an enormous tree with numerous branches emerging from it, loaded with lots of beautiful flowers, spreading its fragrance in this cosmos. But what about its strength? Does it depend on the branches? Does it depend on the flowers? Certainly not. The strength of a tree is determined by the fertility of the soil. What about its survival? It is purely determined by the strength of the root. That is the role played by mathematics. Yes, mathematics is the root of science and technology. So, being the root, it should be given a great care, I feel. Okay? Then, the second speciality of mathematics is that it is in the intersection of art subjects and science subjects. As an art subject, we can enjoy the proof text.
Higher models of mathematics. So without mathematics, I think it will be the only disaster which this economy has brought. So you can't become a world without mathematics. So in that direction, really, we're happy that we are having this kind of function. As rightly told by Nabi, I thought I will emphasize that point. Mathematics is not something new to Indians or more especially to Germans. I'll just give a common example. I think you about it again. We are celebrating this day on a day when Sami, a great Tamil writer who has given scientific books in Tamil. Apart from that, now is the month of what we call in Tamil Margari. Margari month, actually, our tradition culture, many of you know about it. Of course, culture is slowly fading away, but I am happy it has not faded away. At least out of pocket, it is still present, it has not declined. That is the thing of hope. Over winter was only in the column put the correct only for last of 30th of already, depending upon the days the calendar has. All of a lot of paper media, lot of competitions are being held, the columns. And there will not be a better expression of geometrical skills than this kind of thing. And I was just thinking, just coming in the car today morning, my Mola, mathematics, MSc, Phil, doctorate, also. These ladies, I am not declaring, let me not mistake that I am declaring as professional ladies, not at all. I want to get a sophisticated, including geometry, ribbon geometry, or Lawrence transformation, but still, our speed, it will take some time and a lot of efforts. And probably again, we put some mistakes. So that kind of skill or the talent is already there. I think it may not be a very, left to myself, I feel, it may not be a foolish idea. If you identify some ladies and give some kind of inputs and nurture kind of talents, because you can't define or say they cannot think well mathematics, they will. And probably the kind of frenzy, speed, and the with not much of light also, precision will be topless. It is really amazing. And again it is a common observation. Today morning showed a clipping on Geometrical Temple. I wrote down the sculptures. It's all only mathematics and geometry, nothing else. I would feel like that. So when these things are already there in our thing, அவங்க என்ன கேட்க படிச்சாரா இல்ல பெரிய ஒரு இதுல வந்தாங்க கிடையாது. It will be very difficult to even replicate those kind of things in the present situation with all of knowledge. Why I'm telling is knowledge of mathematics, this special skill in mathematics or approach in more specifically in geometry, it is native to us, it is native to the soil. It can sprout only in the soil. And more than that, all of you should be aware, being students of mathematics, the concept of zero, I think it is we who give to the whole world. And concept of zero, people look very trite, simple or trivial. It is not so. The whole world, a lot of they can talk about the effect of zero on so many other planets. The whole world was a lot of our country for kind of concept. And he was telling about, M.Mathias was telling about this mathematicians and scientists. I will take another dimension as I observe. All mathematicians or scientists, okay. Similarly, all mathematicians studying mathematics you take, they are all great philosophers. You take Bertrand, you take Descartes, anybody, Pascal, they have produced a lot of works on philosophy also, because that shapes or defines or codifies your concepts and clarity. And really in that direction, they are happy that they are able to associate in a small way with this great function. With the hope that it will kindle, because I was just sharing somebody in the gathering before we came here. Knowledge வந்து கொடுக்க வேண்டிய அவசியமே கிடையாது. There is no need to teach any theorem or any rider or any particular things or even concept for the matter. You just kindle an awareness and nurture that awareness and continue to perpetuate and increase that awareness or interpret that awareness. All things automatically happen. But of course, some schools are paid. And even last week, this Columbia institution, Sastra, Geometrical University, Shamboga, Geometrical University is there now in near Tanjore, Mallam. They have organized, they have been lot for the mathematics teaching. Last Sunday, they have organized a test for mathematics Olympiad all over Tamil Nadu in around 25 subjects. Around 3,600 members wrote. Even in our M.Ed school gallery, really this right thing. Of course, the question was totally tough. And as I gathered from so many people who appeared, one கேள்விக்கு வந்து 2 கேள்வி கூட சரியாக நிறைய பேர் இந்த மாற்றங்கள் doesn't matter. But still, the approach of the awareness is gaining ground. With decided or focused efforts to improve the kind of awareness and interest, I think LI will create a corporate itself in the world of mathematics. And I only wish and pray that the efforts of the creator should be more frequent and more elaborate so that it will create necessary impetus and background for us to excel in mathematics. With these viewers, I am very happy to share this kind of things and I wish the function all success. If in the process, after 10 years or 15 years, if some of you in the gathering becomes a great mathematician, they can recall with great special pride on the day of 31st of December, where in the small hall, small geometrical shapes, M.Ed, because that is the seed which has been shown. It's not a small function. Great seeds are being shown. At least some seed is brought like a great banyan tree, like the area of the banyan tree, and give a great name and fame to this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Raviramachandran. நான் வந்து இந்த ஸ்பீச்லாம் வந்து ரைட் ஆடியன்ஸுக்கு போகணும்னு சொன்னால் அவர் இன்னொரு காரணம் சொல்லிட்டார். நீங்கள் தினசரி காலையில் அழகாக கோலம் போட்டுட்டு வர பெண்கள், தினசரி போட்டாலும் எப்போதாவது போட்டுட்டு இருப்பீங்க. அப்படிப்பட்ட ஒரு பெண்களுக்கு முன்னாலே இந்த ஜாமெட்ரியுடைய பியூட்டியை ஒரு எக்ஸிபிஷன் ஃபார்மில் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். ரவிசாமன் ரொம்ப அழகான இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட் சொன்னார். இந்த கணித மேதைகள் எல்லாம் பெரிய தத்துவ ஞானிகளாக இருந்திருக்காங்க. பெட்ரன் பற்றி சொன்னார். பெட்ரன் வந்து கணிதம் இல்லாவிட்டால் நான் வந்து நீரை மாய்த்து கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்று சொன்னார். ஒரு அழகான வார்த்தை சொன்னார். எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு மேத்ஸ் சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து ஒரு பேஷன் இருந்தது அப்படின்னு. அந்த மாதிரி அந்த ஒரு ஆர்வத்தை இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி தூண்டிவிடுமானால் அது ஒரு பெரிய வெற்றி இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு நான் நினைக்கிறோம். நிகழ்ச்சியின் மீதுக்கு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றோம். இப்பொழுது நாம் அந்த கண்காட்சியை திறந்து வைப்பதற்கு முன்னால் திரு பரதன் அவர்கள் நன்றி நல்குவார்கள். அதற்கு முன்னால் நம்முடைய ரவிராமச்சந்திரன் அவர்களுக்கு நினைவு பரிசை நம்முடைய பரதன் அவர்கள் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் சயின்ஸ் சென்டருடைய எஜுகேஷன் ஆஃபீஸர் எல்லா முயற்சிகளுக்கும் துணை நின்று எல்லா காரியங்களையும் அவர் வந்து அதிகாரியாக அவர் நிற்பதில்லை. அவர் எப்படி அந்த சயின்ஸ் சென்டர் ஊழியர்களிடம் பழகிறார், அவர் எப்படி இந்த வேலைகள்லாம் வாங்குறார் என்று பார்த்தால் ரிசல்ட் ஓரியன்டட் பர்சன். அப்படிப்பட்ட ஒரு நண்பருடைய துணையோடு நாங்கள் பல விஷயங்களை செய்ய முடிகிறது. திரு பரதன் அவர்கள் நன்றி நிறுவார்கள். அதற்கு முன்னால் அவர்கள் நம்முடைய கவிஞர் ராமகிருஷ்ணன் அவர்களுக்கு நிறைவு பெறுவார்கள்.
Thank you very much, valuable compliment. Time for vote of thanks. On behalf of the Science Center and our Kamarapani Education Trust, we convey our sincere thanks to P. Ravi Ramachandran, AGM, Regional Office, Canara Bank, because we wanted to organize this program, especially mathematics. We want to have organized any program or exhibition, and people they will think what model will be there, that the working model. If it is physics, naturally some participatory model we will develop, and electronics, naturally you all know, some interactive models we can develop. But mathematics, some 15 years back, I was a very keen boy. I went to M.Mathias' house. So he displayed all the models in the showcase. So I want to display those models in the science center. So last 15 years I tried, and after that now only because of our AGM, Mr. Ravi Ramachandran, we could make arrange this exhibition, and as well as our sincere thanks to Sri M.Mathias. So he did a lot of research work on this geometrical shapes. And definitely, if we submit to any university, that university definitely they will award a doctorate to him. So that much work he has done on geometrical shapes. And on behalf of Science Center and Trust, we convey our sincere thanks to Sri M.Mathias. He is correspondent of Sejuraja High-Tech Medical School, that is in Jawahar Nagar. Then we convey our sincere thanks to Srimati Jnanajyoti Chandrasekharan, Reader, Department of Mathematics in Virudhunagar. So last year itself, Madam requested me, you please take me to that place. I want to see those models with my children. But during that time, I misplaced M.Mathias' address. And then I tried, finally I contact because his son is doing Sundrap, some business. Sundrap and solar heater system he is developing. So then I could very easily trace the M.Mathias. So this year we displayed that all the models. That is only because of our Madam and Jnanajyoti. And we convey our sincere thanks to head of the institution of Department of Mathematics, Vaniyapperumal College. And really, whenever I go to that college, I can see some difference. All the staff members, so that the teamwork and how they are just like family members, so they interacted themselves, and that is why they could set up on a wonderful display in their college. So separately they had one very big hall and they displayed all the models. And we convey sincere thanks to Madam as well as all the staff members of Department of Mathematics, and as well as our sincere thanks to Raniana College. So yesterday I contacted the college principal, So immediately she accepted, no, that is the wonderful exhibition. Definitely I will send all my final year students, all final year students, they came. So sincere thanks to them. And once again, sincere thanks to all our trust members and president and secretary, treasurer, and as well as regional office, Gata Bank, divisional manager, Krishna Kumar also sitting here. So we will convey sincere thanks to everyone and as well as to the trust people. Thank you, one and all.
Now our chief guest, Mr. Ravi Ramachandran, will go and formally inaugurate the exhibition. Meanwhile, we will serve tea for you in this auditorium itself. Kindly please be seated and have your tea. And we will take the chief guest to the exhibition and then get it inaugurated and then come back to you. You can all then go and see the exhibition. Thank you.
All the others are derived from this bisections. Compound of 2 tetrahedra, compound of 5 tetrahedra, compound of 5 cubes, compound of octahedron and cube, icosahedron and dodecahedron compound. Then Archimedes solves. Truncated. All the 5 are truncated. 13. These two, now to dodecahedron, they are not the same. M.Mathias. They are mirror image. The molecules also M.Mathias, they have different properties. Chemically, they are. That is not good. The prism and anti-prism. Those gradations. Running the bases on the again and again. You have to start. Like 1, 2, I got first rank in my college. Only because of that. And then he goes to space.
இதெல்லாம் சார் உனக்கு க்ளீனாக எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஓகே, ஸ்டடி பார்த்து தென் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் டீடைல்ஸ். How to make those models? அதான் பெரிய டிராபேக். அதாவது அதான் +1 +2 +3 ஈவன் கிராஜுவேட் லெவல்ல போய் நீங்க வாங்க.
Regular particles. Simplest வந்து equilateral triangle. The equilateral triangle ஒரு கார்னர்ல 3 equilateral ரெண்டு மட்டும் இருந்தா கார்னர் வராது. இந்த ஆங்கிள் வராது. 3 மினிமம் 3 வேணும். அந்த மாதிரி 3 இருந்ததுன்னா 4 தான் வைக்க முடியும். 4 கார்னர் கிடைக்கும். 4 ஃபேஸ். 4க்கு டெட்ராஹெட்ரன் சொல்றதுனால டெட்ராஹெட்ரன். டெட்ரா மீன்ஸ் ஃபேஸ். ஸோ 4 ஃபேஸஸ் இங்கே டெட்ராஹெட்ரன் 4 ஒவ்வொரு கார்னர்லையும் 3 ட்ரையாங்கிள்ஸ் எவ்ரி கார்னர் 3 ட்ரையாங்கிள்ஸ். அடுத்தது ஒரு கார்னர்லேயே 4 வச்சுருக்கேன். 60 degrees இது 60 for 180 degrees.